Hi, welcome to our first DG2 development update. I'm Jeff Pobst, executive producer for DG2.
I'm lead designer John Daud.
John is here with us for the first time. He's going to tell us more about what's going on inside the game as we progress in the development of Defense Grid 2. A lot's been happening since we last did a video. It was Jim and I then. We announced Stephen Dengler as our investor.
Mm-hmm. We're very excited to be working with him. He's a great partner, very enthusiastic, and supporting us to make the best game possible.
Yeah, we're really excited about it. So thank you very much, Stephen, for jumping in there with all the Kickstarter backers. We did a big giveaway of Defense Grid on Facebook with Logitech. Almost 50,000 people picked up a Defense Grid during that, and we thought that was a really big deal.
Russ Pitts from Polygon ran his first behind-the-scenes feature on the development of DG2.
Yes, he talked about your anger.
Yeah. I'm on my meds now. I don't really have meds. I'm not kidding.
He's kidding. But John's, we like to make fun
Passionate.
of John's non-existent anger. But anyway, when the opportunity came up to work with Russ, we decided to see what it would be like to have a reporter here behind the scenes. He goes to all the meetings, he talks with each team member, and I would say the first one came out pretty good.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and interestingly, we learned what he was going to write at the same time you did. We had no idea until he writes it. So it's totally him. It's totally independent. He was here just a couple of weeks ago, and his next article should come out in just a few weeks. We'll see what he writes about you next time.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious.
Not to mention Daisy, Lex, Twig, and the rest of the team. We had this promotion on the Xbox 360.
Yeah, apparently we didn't know our game would be chosen until it actually happened.
That's right. Microsoft said on Games for Gold they're going to give away games for free. They had talked to us ahead of time saying, hey, we might use your game, but then it came out and it was a surprise, and over 1.5 million people downloaded Defense Grid in just 2 weeks. I mean, no one expected that at Microsoft or here. We were kind of pretty much surprised about the whole thing.
Yep.
And of course, this brings up a question that everyone's been asking on the forums.
Oh.
Will Defense Grid be on the next
consoles?
consoles? Yeah, the Defense Grid 2.
Yep.
And the truth is, we don't know yet.
Yep.
Today, we're just focused on DG2 for PC, Mac, Linux, on Steam. We don't have any console slots or any release slots on any of the consoles right now. So we're just very focused on the Steam release at the moment.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
There's some new Defense Grid content that just came out on Steam.
Yes.
We just released a new Fletcher announcer pack for Dota 2.
I cannot believe it. They've killed Dyer's courier. Dyer's courier died today of rather unnatural causes. A bloody demise for Dyer's courier. He was bringing me raspberries too.
So we're very excited about that. Get a little bit of Defense Grid inside your Dota.
Yeah, while the DG2 engine work was taking place, we worked with the DG writers and Valve to build a script that fit.
Then we went and recorded Jim Ward in Los Angeles. You saw a little video on that. And we hope you guys really enjoy it. We had a lot of fun doing that kind of side project as we were getting into Defense Grid 2.
Yep.
People have also been asking on the forums about Steam trading cards.
Yes.
Do you know anything about that?
That's good because we just finished making a set. They've been uploaded to Steam and they should become available anytime now. There are 9 cards in all, and concept artist John Thacker explored a propaganda poster theme for them.
Yeah, John is the artist who did the work right behind us as well. So if you get the cards, once they start coming in, they should appear anytime now. Make sure to look at the large version in your Steam profile. Also from the forums, we opened up Uservoice to everybody, all forum members, on the 1st of July. John has been spending a lot of time going through all the submissions.
Yep. They're all very interesting. In fact, I will be addressing some of those in my developer diary that's going to be posted soon.
Excellent. We should talk about that a little bit now then. What kind of things? So are there any new, for example, tower types coming? Okay.
Yes, there are. We have the new boost tower. So we found that the gun tower was sort of our multi-purpose tower. We used it for blocking, for pathing the aliens. It was good against flyers. It was good against, basically it was good against everything. And it was the cheapest gun. So obviously you could use it to path economically.
Right.
So what we're thinking about now is we'll have a cheaper tower in the boost tower that lets you do just that. It also can be used to basically like the command tower, in that you can you can reveal the stealthed aliens. You can also use it to disrupt the shields on aliens within its vicinity. The thing is, you can also build on top of that.
So the boost tower is a tower that doesn't do any damage. It takes up a square so the aliens can't get through it, and lets you build another tower on top of it and applies some abilities to that tower.
Yes. That includes overcharge, so you basically increase its damage output. And then those command tower-like abilities could also be used on that tower. Basically, you would need to select one of 3 boost abilities to apply to that tower.
So some people were asking for a 4th level of upgrade, and in a way you could build a boost tower, build your new tower, 3 levels of upgrade there, and then add the boost ability to it as well.
Yep.
Sounds pretty cool. We're really excited. I mean, we're starting to see it in game now. It's starting to kind of work, but we have a ways to go before we can really tell how it all balances out.
It looks kind of cool too.
I'm excited to share it with them. That'll come a little later. So another thing you've been spending time on the diary about is the whole customization thing.
Yep.
Want to go into that?
So we are going to introduce 2 new features. There are the tower items and the command team. Now the tower items will allow you to modify the behavior of a type of tower. So you can change their damage output, their targeting behavior. A good example is the basically an area of effect shell for the cannon. So the cannon ordnance would become
cool.
How should I put it?
Kind of more like the kind of damage that a meteor would do or something like that.
Yeah. We also have, I think, damage over time. So we have a DOT shell as well. So consider it like a chemical-tipped shell. Something I want to play around with is the stealth reveal shell. So it's more like a depth charge.
Oh, interesting.
So when it
you
impacts,
hit an area and you can see all the aliens in that area.
Yeah, and so the rest of the tower should
just adding more effects, more work. I understand how the creative design team.
So
cool.
that is
cool.
tower-specific modifications that you can. It's an option as you're selecting your missions to activate any of those items. Now,
and so we'll earn those items potentially as we go through the game. We have a successful mission. May get an item that helps out, my cannon towers or that kind of thing.
You can bring those into the challenge modes. It should be cool. It's like we are adding towers.
I'm excited about that. Tell me about that. You said command team as well.
Command team is more like a global modifier. So the command team consists of new characters that we can add to our mission team. That usually consists of Fletcher, and in containment, Kai. So you can add these guys. They will bring either a bonus modifier, like
build towers faster.
Increase damage by some percentage overall, or they bring a special weapon that replaces the orbital laser. One of these could actually be the I think we've referred to it as paint target, but you could basically say I want all towers to fire on this guy.
Prioritize this guy, yeah.
So I mean that's something that has been on the Uservoice in multiple forms, I think.
So one of the things I like about all the things we're talking about here, the boost tower, the tower items that are kind of for a specific class tower, and the command team, which are kind of global modifiers, is that they all address dozens of those user voice suggestions in kind of one nice little package.
Yep. And of course, these are all optional modifications. You do not have to use them. Our plan is to accommodate the how should we put it?
The players who like
the default rule set
gotcha.
and gameplay, and allow players to compare and compete against like-minded players on the leaderboards.
Right.
So if you
now you have the people who juggle and the people who don't, and there's
Yes.
some minor controversy about whether or not it's a comparable thing. And one of the things we know is that many different people like to play the game in different ways. So if we can kind of create configurations through these items, through the command team, through some of the capabilities that we're creating here, so that people can say, okay, I want to play this way, and I want to compare my scores to people who play that way, or vice versa. Then we think everyone's going to be a lot happier.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we're very hopeful that this path is going to do it. And so these are things that we're going to try first. We can't guarantee they're going to work the exact right way on the first time, but that's why we're going to tell you some stuff about the developer diary that's coming out.
Yep.
We're going to do beta tests afterwards, and there's going to be a test on everything. Once we get to a place where the game is testable, we're going to open up beta testing to backers, and we're going to put out these specific tests for you. Hey, try this tower setup. Try this. Give us your feedback. Did this work the way? Here's our goal with this, and so forth.
Yeah.
And you may not like the goal, but it also might be for a way for someone else to play. And so we'll do a variety of tests that hopefully mess with you as well. So to find out more, look at the blog on hiddenpath.com to see the latest developer diary from John coming out. Follow us on Facebook, and also follow @DefenseGrid on Twitter. All sorts of information and tidbits kind of keep coming up there. We'll also be looking at the forum for your comments based on the developer diary as well. Get some feedback from you guys early, and then we expect the feedback will be more useful once you can actually start playing with it. But we want to tell you about what we're doing even before that.
So with that, we're still targeting the first half of 2014 for release of DG2, and we'll be sharing more soon about when you can get your first peek of the game.
Yes, we're excited about that. We're pushing hard right now. We're still on track, but to meet some of the deadlines that we're trying to accomplish right now, it's a little tight.
Yep. Yep.
So we're very excited to share with you kind of what's been going on. That we'll be able to show you more very soon. Some of the design things that have happened, some of the inclusion of a whole lot of new people coming to the Defense Grid universe on the Xbox 360 and on Steam through the Facebook giveaway. We're making steady progress.
Yep. Yep. We're looking forward to seeing your comments as you learn more about how we're updating the gameplay.
So thank you guys so much for your support. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we'll see you on the forums.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks. Go Hawks.